So today I got to show my kids Gremlins. They have seen it before, but they barely remember it. And so watching Gremlins with my kids, big deal. I mean, Gremlins, come on, who doesn't fucking love this movie? Seriously. This film features the cutest creature ever created on film, okay? And of course, I'm talking about Phoebe Cates. Wait, oh, you guys thought I was, yeah, Gizmo's cute too, but whew, Phoebe Cates, man, Jesus Christ. But no, she really is. Oh, Jesus. But Gizmo is adorable. Holy fuck. I love that damn old cute ass thing. He's adorable. He's even cuter in the second one. You can tell they kind of perfected the animatronics and the puppetry and all of that in the second one, but he's super adorable in this one as well. This film begs the question, what the fuck happened to kids' horror? And this film is pretty damn racy. When I was watching, I was really paying attention to some stuff, and I'm like, damn, man, a lot of this stuff you couldn't get away with today. It bums me out how sensitive everyone's become. It really has. I talk about it on here a lot, but I don't know. Watching something like this, kids' horror today, which there's very little, is so watered down, and it's so PC. And I fucking hate that. I hate that so much. There's so much stuff that's in here. And Steven Spielberg really is behind a lot of the best kids' horror movies, or kids' like darker adventure movies. He really, really was a driving force behind a lot of these classic properties that we grew up on. And even, you know, later on, he was still doing it. It was like Monster House and whatnot. I think he might have also even been involved in Super 8 as well, maybe? I think so. But regardless, dude, Steven Spielberg, thank you for fucking, like, these amazing films of my childhood. Gremlins and Gremlins 2, which I actually think I prefer Gremlins 2, just because it's way more zany, it's way more over the top, way more fun, way more going on, which doesn't always make a film better, but for that one, they just went absolutely insane with it, and it just worked out for me. But yeah, so Joe Dante really knocked both of these out of the park, and I would always be open to a third, especially if we could see a return of Phoebe Cates. Jesus Christ. Freaking disappeared off the face of the earth, man. Damn Kevin Kline bullshit. Anyway, so I mean, like, there's so many things. I mean, everybody loves this movie, right? There can't be people that dislike this movie. There just can't be. Uncle Willie from Demon Knight's in it. How can you not like the movie? Anyway, so this is written by Chris Columbus, who directed Home Alone. He also directed the first two Harry Potter movies. One thing I was noticing in this that I think he probably brought with him on Home Alone. I'm not sure if John Hughes wrote that part in Home Alone or not, but when they're coming in the house, every time they come in the house, the sword would fall off the wall. It was a gimmick. It kept happening. And in Home Alone, when everyone pulls up, they keep hitting that freaking post, and the dude will fall off the statue thing. Very, very similar. I have to imagine that, you know, freaking Chris Columbus put that in there himself. We have a chick threatening a dude's dog in public, like, in front of everybody, just sitting there and saying, like, he's gonna have an accident, I'm gonna kill him, all this, and no one's defending the dog. He's not even barely defending the dog. If a chick walked up to me, I don't care what the hell happened, and she was like, you better keep him locked up or he's gonna have himself an accident, I'll put him down, I'll kill him. You threatened my dog to my face, you will get your ass knocked down. I don't care how old of a lady you are. Jesus Christ, man, what a pussy. He doesn't deserve Phoebe Cates. Think I crush hard enough? Very Wizard of Oz-ish. There's definitely some homages to the Wizard of Oz here. It's coming in, you know, we got the dog under the table, the whole thing. It's very much plays out. She's the Wicked Witch, you know, the preemptive Wicked Witch anyways, from Wizard of Oz. It definitely takes notes from there. We got Judge Reinhold and Phoebe Cates back together here. They obviously are responsible for the sexiest scene ever put to film. Not in this film, but he's after her yet again in this movie, and only in his fantasies will she have anything to do with him. When the dad buys him this Mogwai for his birthday, he comes in and this thing is completely packaged all the way around. No air holes or anything. Mogwais must not need oxygen. They don't need water. They can't have water at all. He says don't give him water to drink. Now, of course, me being me, I have to bring up the rules and how, like, what does this mean? Like, there's so many ways these could be taken. Like, don't feed him after midnight. Oh, fuck, this one kills me. Okay, midnight our time, right? I would guess it would have to be, right? So, okay, we'll throw that one away. That one's pretty easy to answer. Wherever you're at, midnight your time. But till when? When can I feed him? That seems like impertinent information. Like, don't feed him from midnight to 6, midnight till sunrise. I would surmise that it's probably sunrise, right? Like, that was what we would guess. Now, it says you can't feed him after midnight. Now, these things have a mind of their own. They can talk. They can run around. I mean, shit, fucking Gizmo turns into Rambo in the second movie, and he drives a car in this one. If the thing can drive a fucking car, it can go to the fridge and get itself a snack after midnight. So do you have to feed it to them after midnight for it to work? Or do they have to eat after midnight? You know, like, what if it gets some fucking food stuck in its mouth and it swallows it? Or what if, like, whatever. It's all over the place. I know it's a kid's movie and it's a movie and I shouldn't overinterpret it. But still, come on, it does beg these questions. It's fantasy, so I'm not really being serious, but I thought I'd just point them out for fun. And I'm sure all of you have thought of them millions of times. The Peltzer's inventions, you know, oh god, these are fucking hilarious and so ludicrous, so ridiculous. I love that stuff. I love how he puts one orange in and the thing explodes the juice of like 20 freaking oranges, and then when it comes back to the thing, it's oozing out pulp from probably like 6 other oranges. I'm like, man, that thing is multiplying oranges in there. He's got one hell of an invention in there. Much like the Mogwais pop out other little Mogwais. Now, the Mogwais that come off of Gizmo here, I don't know if they are Mogwais or not. They look like them for sure, but Gizmo is a good one. Maybe most Mogwais are dicks. And Gizmo just so happens to be a good one of the rare ones. But he's the father or mother. I guess we never really determine what Gizmo is. I've always seen Gizmo as a boy. But I guess with the ability to, you know, make babies by just putting water and no sex, then maybe he's what? Hermaphroditic or asexual or what? I don't know. Regardless, he makes these kids. Now, if 2 Mogwais have sex, I don't know why my voice went up there, would they produce a, you know, a normal offspring, a happy offspring or whatnot? And maybe like water on them is like incest, and it pumps out these freaking, these off little kids that are not right. I don't know. Overthinking it as usual, but yeah, it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder, because how do these things reproduce? This is how they reproduce, right? But why is Gizmo the only good one? And, you know, if Gizmo eats after midnight, would he turn into a gremlin? I'd like to see that in the third one. See Gizmo turn into a gremlin and then try to figure out how the hell to get him back, but he's like evil. I don't know. I'm spitballing here, and it's probably a shitty idea, but yeah, I don't know. Gizmo turn if he gets eats after midnight. Anyway, Corey Feldman, man, we get another little Corey Feldman thing here, and this is also the street that they live on is the place where they filmed The Burbs. So Corey Feldman's been back there. The town that they're in where he works is where they filmed Back to the Future and whatnot. So a lot of backlots here familiar backlots that you see as dressings in a lot of films. And let's see. I love the relationship between the dad and the mom in this. I think it's really endearing. Like he's such a screw up. They say somewhere in the movie that the son is essentially supporting his family because his dad can't sell anything. He's kind of a failure. But like when he comes home and she hears his voice, you can just see the light in her eyes. After she's seen that his egg thing doesn't work, and she's just like, she's so sweet about his failures. And when she sees him, you can just see, I don't know, like, I know it's a movie, but it just reaffirms that thing. Like, you can have money, and you can have this, and you can have that, but in reality, it's all about love. It's all about, like, finding someone who is worth it, who like, when they get home, when you're there, like, all the stuff in the world couldn't amount to the connection that you guys share. I don't know, the way that their relationship is in this movie, it's not explored a lot. We don't see a ton of it, but just her reaction to him coming home for me was really, really like sweet and heartfelt, and I just dug it. It reminded me of what it's all about, like the whole point of a relationship. Some people marry for money, and some people marry for these things, and they go for people with money, and they go for successful people, but they end up with people they don't even like, and it's like, well, look at this person, they're broke and they're losers and all this, and it's like, they're happy, man. They're in fucking love. Like, I would rather be crazy in love with someone and have nothing than not be and fucking be a millionaire. Anyway, I mean, obviously, I prefer to be both. I'd like to be rich and in love, but just in this scenario. I mean, shit, yeah, we get a kids movie here. Here's some things I was going to talk about. We get a kids movie here where Phoebe Cates' character says that more people, like, there's people who are more apt to open up their wrists than open up presents on Christmas Day, and that the suicide rate is higher during the holidays. She straight up says both of these things. Talking about slitting wrists and killing themselves on Christmas. This is in a child's movie. You would never, ever get away with that shit now. Never. And the Gremlins straight up murder people in this film. And the Gremlins are straight up murdered brutally in this movie. The mom fucking butchers these guys. She puts one in this like food processor and it blends all over the place. And then she sticks another one in a microwave, turns it on, the thing starts bubbling up in there and explodes violently inside the microwave. My God, these kills are nuts. This would fit in any monster movie, rated R or whatever. I just was like, wow, how cool is this shit? God, we need to go back. Why is everyone such a pussy these days? I miss this stuff. I miss this stuff, man. I mean, even one of them gets their fucking head chopped off by the sword. The sword falls down, and a dude grabs it, grabs the sword, comes in, chops one of the heads off. It flies into the fire, and the head is still alive in there and screaming in pain as this head is lit on fire, and we just watch it burn as it screams. Then later, the freaking Phoebe Cates is serving them booze. They're drinking beers. They're smoking cigarettes. They have guns, and they're shooting each other. You would never see this shit today. Never. And it's so plucky. It's so goofy. It's so awesome. Fuck, man. These are the kinds of movies that kids should grow up on. Not saying that there isn't great kids movies today. There are. Absolutely. Pixar does some amazing shit. There's lots of cool kids movies. It's just, I don't know, man. I just miss this kind of stuff. There just really isn't this kind of stuff anymore. If you watch like Goosebumps or something, which I really enjoy, don't get me wrong, but it is nothing like this. It is so washed out, like when it comes to any kind of violence or any kind of anything like that. These are just so much damn cooler. God, even one of them comes up to Kate's and he fucking flashes her, exposes himself. He doesn't have a dick or anything, but he literally sees a flasher. He pulls it open. I thought he was going to have a fucking like sausage tied to his dick down there, like in Pink Flamingos or something. It was hilarious. Comes down, flashes, and then she flashes him back with the thing. Oh, tables have turned, my friend. And then she tells this horrible story about how her dad died in a chimney trying to surprise her, and then that's how, when they were pulling her dad's dead body out of the chimney after he broke his neck, fell down, broke his neck, died instantly. This is verbatim what she says. And this is how I found out that there was no Santa, man. You want to talk about something depressing. Plus, you're putting this in a kid's movie, and she's outright telling the kids that there's no Santa. She tells this horrendous story. She's talking about killing herself. People are shooting each other with guns. And then she says that her dad was fucking dead. That's why she hates Christmas. Hates Christmas. And she fucking found out that there's no Santa. You put that in a kid's movie today. I fucking dare you. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Gizmo driving around in the car. Awesome. Hilarious stuff. And then the Stripe falls in the thing and he gets electrocuted and comes out and he's freaking melting. I'm melting. More freaking Wizard of Oz. He doesn't say that, but he should. That'd be funny. And he just melts. Awesome stuff. And then at the end, when the dude comes back to get Gizmo, freaking Zach's character is like, he's like, you can understand him? And it's like, he's speaking clear English. Is this like the fucking Family Guy scenario where no one can understand Stewie except for like Brian and certain other people? It's like, he's speaking clear English. He's saying bright light. He's saying these things. It's like, it's outright. It's not even like, what is he saying? I can't. No, 100%. Clear as day. Gizmo is talking completely normal. So when he says, like, you can understand him, it's like, you can't? What the fuck? How can you not? Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyways, hopefully I get to watch the second one tomorrow. If not, I'm sure I'll show it to my kids soon enough and we can talk about that. I'm sure I'll have a ton more stuff that I want to knock out. Going through my notes really quick. I think I got it all. I don't know where I'm getting this accent all of a sudden, but I'm just going to keep it till the end of the video. And I think my notes are done here, guys. So have a good night.